How are you getting on? If you're anything like me, if you're a pick nerd, I am a pick nerd. This is a, let me get that close here. Where is it? Oh. This is, I'm using today, a Red Bear Trading Company, Little Jazzer. It's like an extra heavy. Yeah, and these are phenomenal. They're made of some weird milk protein that simulates tortoiseshell, and they're horrendously expensive. I heard a great phrase. It was, they're spouse-deceivingly expensive. Sorry. But they're like, I mean, these are atrocious. They're like almost $30 a piece. But they are fucking worth it. They are deadly. And V-picks are another great pick that are, you know, I use them all the time too. But this right-hand approach, we're going to be talking about just playing with the thumb. Playing with the side of the thumb. Brushing. And Wes Montgomery... that was I mean a huge part of Wes's sound, and a lot of people chasing his sound ever since. So, and if you're just kind of getting into this kind of guitar style, it's a good thing to kind of learn now. Or I mean, even if you find yourself, I mean, it's Christmas. It's how long is it today? It's the 14th, so it's like 10 days before Christmas, 2013. You know, and so you may find yourself in the next week or two playing Christmas music, and if you use your more 50-cent chords, shall we say, your $5 chords, you know, you can kind of really get closer to the old school sound by using your thumb. So let's kind of talk about how to do that. So if you're playing like 4-to-the-floor rhythm style, and this is nothing complicated. This is going to be like basic 2-5-1, maybe even 6-2-5-1 kind of stuff that you might run into this time of year. You know, so if you're coming from like a minor to the 7, you know, playing your circle of fifths or something like that, that's kind of cool. Actually, let's do that. Let's just take a basic 2-5-1. In well, we'll keep it jazzy, so we'll keep it in B flat. This will work in any key too. So if we're going to play C minor to an F7, let's say even to a B major 7. So even a little simple progression like that, it can make all the difference in the world. Of the chords are, I mean, you have to have your harmony, but how you're approaching that tone is really, really important too. So all I'm doing there, I'm doing a 4 to the floor, and I'm just brushing with the side of my thumb. So if I were to play that with a pick, it's okay, but it's kind of brash and not kind of sweet and mellow sounding. So try that little approach if you run into something like that this blessed holiday season. You know, the other cool thing about the side of the thumb playing, and if you live in the part of the world where I do, I'm going to get so much trouble for saying this, but I don't care. Waylon Jennings is like Jesus Christ up here, and that's the truth. I've never in my existence, never in my life, seen such. Maybe Elvis fans, maybe, and some Beatles fans are as into this particular music. There's anything wrong with it at all. But I mean, Waylon Jennings is practically a religion up here, which isn't a bad thing, I think. But like anywhere you go, like that's for some reason that's the music that spoke to people here, and I mean, I had a vague, before I came up here to live, I had like a vague notion of who Waylon Jennings was, and he's got the cool telly, and with the Highwaymen and stuff like that. But I had gotten coming up here, I had gotten a huge education, let me tell you, on Waylon Jennings. And one of the key things to Waylon Jennings' sound, other than his Telecaster, which is one of the most, I think his leather-bound Telly is like the most badass guitar in existence, bar none. I think Keith Urban owns one of them now. Pretty sure he owns one. I think his son owns another one, and there's probably some in a few museums. But that black and white leather bound, I think it was a 52 or 53. I mean, that just, you cannot get anything cooler than that. I don't care who you are. But Waylon's style, along with this Telecaster and a phaser pedal, if you're chasing the Waylon Jennings sound, you almost have to have like a Boss PH1, I think it was, set slow. That I had one and foolishly sold, but or even if you use like an MXR Phase 90 or something like that, and just set it dead slow, or to about maybe 9 o'clock, somewhere between probably 7 and 9 o'clock, and brush the strings with the side of your thumb. That's a real important key to nailing that kind of sound. What Waylon Jennings would do, he would take his pick and either put it in the crook of his finger or whatever, and put his hand right back by the bridge and brush the strings right over the pickup. Now Wes Montgomery or someone, or a jazz player, play on the neck pickup up close to the neck where it's nice and mellow. Where Waylon Jennings plays on the bridge pickup. So there is the kind of cool place where Wes Montgomery and Waylon Jennings meet. Two badass guitar players meet. So take some time today. Practice your rhythm guitar playing with the side of your thumb if you haven't done it already. Okay, I'm going to go get another cup of coffee and I'm going to try to sleep. So there's a few little instructional morsels for y'all today. Put it all together, come up with something cool, and for Christ's sake, do one of these things and show me, or show me something new, or whoever. I everyone's got something to offer, I think, and you might think you do, but I fucking put money on it that you do. Learn one, do one, teach one, as we say in EMS. Anyway, you have a lovely day now.